You know the vibes, you know them guys. Another installment of the Culture Show with the man himself.
SNS, Harlem World, River Brotherhood, Breakfast Club.
The man himself. SNS.
What's going on with you?
The most legendary producer in Lite feed culture. I know you heard this before. This is something that is a known fact in the culture.
Yeah.
Like, just to start off, like, how does that feel to be the man himself, the GOAT of production of the culture?
I mean, that shit is like well, it's appreciated. It's highly appreciated. Definitely a badge on. Definitely a badge on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember wanting to make beats because I didn't want to dance to nobody else. I just didn't want to dance. I wanted to dance to my own shit. I didn't dance to nobody else shit. And I couldn't really get this shit from some places. So I made my own shit.
That's a fact, guys. And one thing I can say is that from the beginning of time, even like, you was ahead of time as far as production. And I feel like you've done a lot of things that people don't even know or may not even know that you was behind. And it was errors to your legend. So like, if we can break down the errors, like, when did you start producing?
I mean, I started producing. I was in high school, so I want to say 06, 07. Yeah, probably like 06, 07. FL Studios, my man taught me how to, my man from Brooklyn, studio, he taught me how to do that shit. He gave me the program, FL Studios, he taught me about what certain shit is, like what a kick is, what a snare is, and shit like that. My man Naeem, she was like, you know what I'm saying? So from there on, like, I just started, I would make like mad different beats. And I got better like that. And then when the Life Feed culture came about, and I heard certain sounds, I was able to tell like some of these niggas. So I started doing that. And I was able to call myself from that. Like, I was listening to niggas like Ron Browse and DJ Homo. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to call like myself from that, like a Hawks. And from there I was able to expand.
What was some of your like first beats? Like, what do you feel like the first beat that made you feel like SNS?
I had like maybe 3 or 4 that I say like started California. So the first one was Kid Coming on from AB3.
Legendary.
Yeah, so how that beat, the beat was, I had the beat on my MySpace. So the beat started damn near generating its own fan base as far as like niggas fucking with the beat. And then after that, I gave it to my man AB3. And he put J-Mac on it. The legendary jump. So I already had something bubbling. Then after that, I had linked up with the Go Crazy Boys and shit like that, and I gave them an anthem, a Go Crazy Boy anthem, and that started to get popping. And then when I got with BH, I had a fucking beat that was called Funky Dope Track, and that started to fucking go crazy. And by that time, that same time, I had like maybe like the matter of fact, like in that year or maybe the year before I did Funky Dope Track, I produced like my own rap. I was supposed to do rap and shit. So that record was called Let's Talk Money.
Legendary.
Yeah, for sure. That record got me on radio. So that was my first recorded single, and it was on radios.
And it wasn't just that you was on the radio. You was the first kid out of our culture on the radio.
For sure.
First kid.
For sure.
So shout out to S for that, for sure.
Word, shouts to Cypher Sounds.
2007.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
So you did Kick Come On. You had a record on the radio. And then it gets to
That funky dope track. Then we meet D Cole.
D Cole era.
Yeah, so my first beat I give him is called Get On My Level. See, I be Cole on some shit like.
Yeah, like let's before we even get into the first beat and all of that.
Yeah.
How long have you been like in the culture?
Well, you know, I was getting light. I was getting light like around like when it started type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in Harlem, that's when niggas was doing and shit like that. You feel me? Like I was getting the girls. That was just, you know what I'm saying? That was everything. Niggas was doing that shit, basketball games, parties, all that shit. You couldn't really do it like what you doing it. Like how the girls were on niggas that was doing that shit. So I was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I started getting taller, so I'm doing it. You know what I mean? The girls definitely going it. It was tall nigga getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that for I was starting. I want to say when Chick Lucy came out, 06. Yeah, we gotta say 06. So I was doing Chick Lucy. After Chick Lucy, they was Get Your Wiggle On from 2-Way. Get Your Wiggle On from 2-Way. Go Get This. Go Get This. You had Jump On. 212. You know what I mean? Just 12 now. Then you had Slim Dollars, Swag Step. Then you had all these like you had Lit Up My Neck from when you had 10 pounds from when you had Then you had like all of these shits niggas is getting crazy too. You feel me? We going to house parties, we get crazy too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? G-Dot, Tone Block. You know what I'm saying? Smoke a little chronic from G-Dot. You know what I'm saying? We had DJ Omar. DJ Omar was wild. Then Fat Man School had to get your ego on. You go crazy with that. You know what I'm saying? So all of these eras, so all of these records, like this shit that I was getting crazy for. And then I met, I reconnected with my man behind the cam, Spaceman. Because I wasn't really doing that shit like that, like in a consistent basis. I go to clubs and that shit like that. Other than that, I'm in my hub. You know what I'm saying? So I need space in my hub. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put you in my hood. And we reconnect and shit like that. And you tell me, I kind of already see you turning up and shit. You telling me, like, you know what I'm saying? We might as well fuck with it right now. We might, like, really be. Like, come with me, because I'm like, alright. First few months, I then like, drag me. And then like, get me out of there. So then I started going to these places, house parties, shit like that. That's when I really started turning up. Now I'm going to the clubs. I did meet some of the legends, like Swiss. I battled Swiss in the club. You know what I mean?
What club was that?
That was Cherry Lounge, legendary Cherry Lounge. And that's crazy because it was one of my first, battles, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was killing a few niggas. I killed a few niggas. Well, I think it's my first battle. I was killing he was one of my first names, you feel me? And that was just so, killed me though. I ain't gonna lie. In front of my nigga, my hood. Like, in my hood, Cherry Lounge in my hood. You know what I'm saying? So, he smoked me in front of them. I smoked one of the other niggas. I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying? But I got crazy with him, and then Swiss came in. Swiss had his Gucci's on. I was going crazy on that nigga. He took his Gucci's off, put his shells on, and lost his mind on that dance floor. Crazy thing next week. That's nice, but that Mr. YouTube nigga. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get introduced? And one thing I do want to say is that, like, S was always talented, and S was always a leader, and that was the thing that I saw in S that I always wanted to bring out of him, because S was already a CEO of a team. He was CEO of Backpack.
Facts, Backpack Crew.
And if you don't know the legend of Backpack Crew, then you don't know the legend of Spaceman and SNS. Because that was the team that was our foundation, and we put our team on the map and had a lot of dances.
Shouts to my brother Sonny.
That's a fact.
Backpack's crazy. We either have stuff, we either have something, or we don't have stuff. Most of the time, we didn't even have something. But I wouldn't.
That's always had a backpack.
Yeah, we're different backpacks, all different characters, all sorts of shit. That was dope. That's what it was good. We had our little niche. You know what I'm saying? We just fuck with it. Once I seen us all flyers with Boogie Black and the Swag Kids, I'm like, well, yeah, we lit. We lit. Word. But I was always a leader, bro. Like, word. I really ain't. That's why I even made beats. I really ain't want to follow nobody else shit. I wanted to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Definitely brought it out.
And S came out and shook the room. This man first, before so after Kick Come On,
Word.
Then came the Keep It Light era.
Yeah.
Cause you CEO Backpack,
right.
You started going crazy.
Yeah, me and Mr. Commercial had the Keep It Light DVD, cause we didn't have the outlets to decode shit, all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really care too neither. We from Harlem, like we gonna do our own shit. That's just how it always was, bro. Like if I don't know the people that is doing something that's major, and they don't and I don't have no outlets to them and nothing like that. Fuck it, I just do my own type of vibe and turn myself up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like steal from niggas like this Cole had DVD and all that. We just had the DVD. You know what I'm saying? We shed light on other dances that also couldn't get to those platforms either. You know what I'm saying? So we just put more footage and shit like that. And certain of these big names actually fucked with me, period. So it's like some of these niggas will come like Russell from our area. So he pulling up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He from us, so he pulling up type shit. You know what I mean? I was fortunate enough to have somebody like, oh man, you feel me? Because bro, he already team life, official team life. You know
Legend.
Gusto, Young Bliss.
Legend.
Word, you feel me? I seen him first. Like I ain't never want to do none of that. Like I never wanted to that's why it wasn't more so like I knew certain niggas that wanted to dance, this was they thing. Like they did shows and shit like that. I did like maybe like 2, 3. That wasn't my thing. Like I didn't want to perform. I'm not a professional dancer. Like I was a street dancer that just loved to do it, have fun, and it was getting the girls, man. I was loving it. But you know, I had some fun with this shit, bro. We got legendary with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We was turning up with Keep It Light DVD. We wound up having our own parties at Harlem Lanes, turning up, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had Boogie Black pull up, we had niggas pull up, you feel me? Like, DJ Ronnie Brown, like, we had niggas, this is the era shit. Pulling up, niggas is hearing about our shit, we having it lit. By this time, once Cole get in, it started making the real shit from Harlem to the Bronx. Once Cole got in, life he started to really belong to the Bronx. So we was the only ones really having like a major platform in Harlem at the point for life here. Shout out Mr. Commercial.
Shout out to Mr. Commercial, for sure. And some of the honorary dances I could think of that was a part of the original.
Shy Money.
Shy
Sound, Spaceman, 2LK.
Leaf Mojo, Steve-O, Aquaman,
Yes.
E Naughty.
Yes.
Original Keep It Light dances.
Yes. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I apologize if I'm missing
So we do the Keep It Light era.
Yeah, Spaceman.
Huh? You did. So you do the parties. Legendary. You take over. Now Spaceman and SNS.
Yeah, we wildin'.
Cause I don't know if you guys know, and I'm not just saying this because I'm interviewing, and it's not because of SNS.
Yeah.
But SNS and Spaceman was the most legendary light feed duo. SNS, Spaceman. So now you get a call from D-Cole, the competition.
Well, so it really go by because I was in the Silly with the Nah Billy video.
Right.
I wasn't brother yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cole does a Shake It DVD for Gusto in the location that we do Keep It Light. So, which is in the hood. So he does, of course, Gusto in the hood. So I'm in. Cole trying to kick me out the room. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You feel me? I said, you need to go home, nigga. And he, you know, Cole's cold. So Cole like, nah, let's get money or go home. He showed me the little, he showed me his jewels and shit like that. Like I had a knot in my pocket. So I'm like, you know, what are you talking to? So Gusto telling the like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't telling like full fledged of who I was. Like, that's what my man, that's my man. He nice though, you feel me? Like, but I wasn't in Harlem Shake. I was like at the time. Like, I could Harlem Shake, but I wasn't doing it. I like me watching Gus and Ralph and Charlie Roxy made me like a dangerous shaker. So I wasn't really feeling my shit. I'm still watching like watching I'm watching Ralph. I'm watching more so Mr. YouTube and Space because that's the only people myself. I just had it, bro. I'm gonna come clean, no humble, not to be cocky, like that. But I was just had it, bro. I kind of like porch gangster with the shit. Like I was doing it in the clubs. I think that's why I just Space seen it in me. I was already nice, like off the gate. You feel me? It's just like he like that. Everybody gotta see this shit. You know what I mean? So he taking me everywhere. We spazzing together. You know what I'm saying? And then so Cole, I go see Cole at the Silly Billy video. I forgot how. I'm sorry, pardon me. I forget how the scenario popped up. I end up there. And Cole, when it started to get to me, because he like, oh, I remember you. He like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's us and us. He like, yeah, something. You was the nigga said you go home. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I was like, it's your turn. Don't go home, nigga. I went crazy, so I ain't get home. Then from there, we sold to Curating. He respected my shit. He found out I could come on. He heard that record. He fucked with it. He asked some people. So okay. Oh, okay. You make this though? All right. I mean, we got work. I'm like, yo, let me ask you something. I'm like, why you call that so nice? Like, I know a DJ SNS. Like, why you call you SNS? I'm like, DJ SNS, my pops. He's like, word. I'm like, go call me. Let me call, we speak, we chop it up. I told why I spoke to him. Like, bro, you got to stand from home. But like, you already live with but he understood because of who I am, where I come from. I see it, you know what I'm saying? We be talking, we had a vision. And I understood the vision. Like, yeah, now I'm getting this thing. I guess that's the rest of history. Everything turned out for him.
Facts. And I remember.
You got dude. I guess you could tell the story how we became brotherhood.
Facts. We definitely gonna get into the brotherhood, but before that, to piggyback on Cole.
Yeah.
I remember the first time you called me and said, "Yo, bro, we gonna start working with Cole."
Yeah.
And we went to the Daddy-O's party.
Mm-hmm.
And Cole paid our cab to go there.
Yeah.
Now, talk about that time, like the.
All right, so check it out, right? Like I said, at this point, it's not a lot of Harlem niggas. Now I'm one of the guys. Space one of the guys. It's not really a lot of Harlem niggas. We just got with 2OK. They're not really lit yet. So it's really just us. Crybaby. You You know what I'm saying? Crybaby is cry. He damn near cemented, so he ain't really count. Damn near at that point, he already a vet. Him and Swiss already vets. Like, you feel me? So like but it's our turn. Like this kind of like our class now. So now we just 4 or 5. Like at that point, like so Daddy-O's was like one of those legendary parties. Now I'm seeing all the niggas from all the names, all the new fire niggas in the Bronx, Quay Dollars. Like he giving me like another vibe of like a Charlie Rocks. I'm like, all right, it's like Bronx version of him. Like he dangerous. I'm like, I like that because that's what I do. I didn't like to. I tried to dance in the shell toes and like other dances. I couldn't, bro. I'm dancing in fucking Maury's, fucking Timbs and shit like that. And my troops and shit. You feel me? I tried to do the knee pad shit. That shit not for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Harlem. I needed to look fly while dancing. That was the only way for me to feel right. Sometimes I was like, when I was like being, I'm in that ringer when I was brotherhood. Yeah, I put other shit on sweats and shit because at that time, bro, you were in the line of fire with all the demons. We gotta go crazy. But you know, like it was like Daddy-O's was crazy. I'm seeing all these niggas, everybody, it's all these things. I turned up in there because brotherhood was super deep. I was a PH.
Thanks. So now the code goes from party era to battleground Dark Wars, and you start creating beats that we all know, that are legendary decode beats.
Absolutely.
What are some of the beats that, for the culture, if they don't know, that you produced around that time?
Alright, so in battlegrounds we got warning shots. We did 1, 2, 3, 1. But that was the count. But the count of 3, it was because it was dots, dot lights, and this was when Dot was starting to turn shit up. It was like he didn't have, he wasn't the face of Light Feet yet, but he was about to be. That's how hot Dot was. So, but he was so I gave him early. And then from there, he actually claimed it, like he heard it and he was the one going crazy to the song. So it was like he made the song kind of like hit. So Cole had no choice but to say, do the Dot Light. Dot was killing it with the shoe tricks. He kind of like created or coined the you know what I'm saying, the shoe tricks to that song. So that meant a lot. All Done came later, but that's still Dark Wars, you know what I'm saying? All Done. Warning shots and 7 shots already. Shit. Aim. We did Aim. We did Heat It Up. We did Mic Check. We did Rock to the River. That was Dust City. That was like Dust City. That was another thing with Dust City. Like I was, oh man. We had so many like special venues too, like Daddy-O's, like Dust City was like literally all dust on the floor, like dust on the floor with the 5 venues, so we didn't give a fuck. So,
It was in Harlem.
in Harlem, like it was like it's just like, okay, yeah, so cold shit. We made a lot of great records, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we made a lot of great records. Cole, he was killing. Tempo, man, become a legendary. Shouts to D-Code.
Nice. So you did the whole decode era.
Yeah.
A lot of legendary beats. Way more. I can say over 50 beats.
Mm-hmm.
BK Warriors, all the anthems for different.
It's definitely
places.
over 50 beats.
Yeah.
And Cole probably got like 120 beats.
Yeah, for sure. Like you have a large catalog.
That's just me and Cole.
Nah, for sure.
I ain't even just, it's not even just my shits.
Right.
Just me and Cole.
That's a fact.
For sure, 100 beats. Me and
100
Cole.
for sure.
For sure.
On the like in the streets.
Yeah, like for sure, 100
Facts.
beats. Me and
Facts.
Cole.
And then I started throwing events.
Yes, sir. FNL. FNL had a feel. I like that though because he was able to cherish the ones in FNL. Like FNL got like their own ones. Like when you play them, you can only really think of FNL. I don't even remember nothing. I don't remember so Icy didn't play no more.
And the thing is too, SI came out with the CD that he made.
Talk to Me did go other places though. Talk to Me fake leaked to other places.
Yeah, I don't know how. Somebody, what's his name?
As far as like to events and shit, niggas was starting to dance to Talk to Me. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, someone. That's had a legendary CD that he had that was.
Niggas leak me all the time, bro. I was getting leaked before. Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
Let's talk about that. Like, how was it back? Like, because the thing is, bro, I want people to understand.
It's my sidekick. How the fuck is my beats getting leaked from my sidekick? I didn't leak my sidekick. It would be on the table while I'm getting light. What the fuck did you do? How did you? There was no airdrop at the time. How the fuck did niggas get my beats, bro? And it was my son Shimmy. He was my man later. I couldn't even be mad at the nigga when I started talking to the nigga, bro. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, like, we chopped it up and shit like that. Like, he ain't never really leaked me. Like, he would preview it and say, I got all the beats. Like, and then that's it. Like, and I know it'd be the beat because I see the title name. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my beat. Damn, how the fuck he get that? How the fuck did he get that? I'm jacking. He hacked my email, but I don't know. I don't know how he got the beats, bro. But yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. That's when I knew like shit was up. Like I niggas my beats.
And that's one thing I want people to understand about like
I never put none of my beats on YouTube right now. They own it. Like I never put none of it there.
Like the producer side of things, it was different because people really wanted these songs, and to get these songs, you couldn't just get them.
I was making money. I sold mixtapes.
So talk about that. Talk about that.
Yeah, I made mixtapes. Like I made Lite mixtapes, like my Lite mixtapes, or like beats and shit like that. I think it was like 20 beats or maybe 10. I don't know.
Yeah, you did 20 beats.
Yeah, 20 beats. Killing. Bro, 20 beats every new mixtape, bro. Like you getting it. You have $10 a pop, niggas is buying that shit.
Entrepreneurship.
Real talk, bro. Making money, bro.
And how old were you at that time?
Probably like
17.
Yeah, 17.
Crazy.
Really making money off music since then.
Who was some of your first like influences? Like just a couple dances that you see in yourself and you just like
for sure. Ralph first. Ralph rocks cheddar ball. Ralph rocks cheddar ball Swiss. Yeah, Ralph rocks cheddar ball Swiss. And Gusto. My father right there. You know what I'm saying? Because those are like, they like, you know what I'm saying? D-Lite too, but he like my 6. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody I'm naming they got a swag to them. You feel me? This is we swag. You don't gotta like be all around on the floor. I used to be that on that type of time when I was early late feet days. When I was keeping like days, I used to be on the floor, do the. I was killing, but after a while, I'm like, I'm tall as shit. I'm ripping my pants, man. I'm trying to do all that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
how was your beginnings in the culture? Like when you first started getting in tune with the culture, how was your beginnings?
I mean, it was kind of easy, bro. I'm gonna be honest because I was, like I said, I was nice. And everybody warmed up to me, like everybody fucked with me, everybody. Even on the beat side, everybody had to be a part of everybody. I was fucking with J-Mac. J-Mac had me going everywhere with him. I was going with AB3. I've been with AB3 personally, so I knew so. But he was turning up, so he was turning up. He was rocking with me. I did his second single, Breaker, which was I be forgetting that I did.
Legendary.
Breaker is another classic.
Yep.
I did that for him. Then I did Bad One for him with him, J-Mac and Silk Spoon. And then like J-Mac always jacked my beats. He always promoted me to people. J-Mac was another one that like I'm saying on camera. J-Mac was another one that was like definitely putting me out there, showing like telling niggas about. You know what I'm saying? Because like my beats, he was like, oh, that nigga SNS. Nah, you gotta get these from SNS, bro. Word two.
Shout out to J-Mac.
When I first started, when I did music, I was sneaky because he was always coming. I didn't come to nobody. I did that whole my shit. I was like Space know the type of time I was on in my neighborhood, but like at the time I'm not doing it, so I'm having fun, I'm getting crazy, so I'm rapping about club songs. You feel me? Until I got back to my neighborhood, I'm not going to life events like that. It's where like shit get, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so like it was, but everybody warmed up to me, bro. Like everybody warmed up, like everybody. I remember when T first met me. He was like he respected my shit, but he he respected. He knew I made beats and he knew I was dancing. He like, you see that guy go crazy, boys. He like, oh, alright. And then like, then he see me became brotherhood. He like, oh, I want to battle him. He battled me. This was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Put me through the ringer. Cause Swiss was Teeth was another one that was already like a name. He wasn't like a Swiss or nothing yet, but he was like right there. You feel me? In our class, and he come from our class. In our class, he was supreme leader at that point. One of them. You too. You know what I'm saying? He was. You know what I mean? I would make me extra go crazy is because I'm other than you. Like I was like the other, cause cry like I get Cry cemented. I'm the one in Harlem. Really put Harlem on. Everybody know me in Harlem. All the niggas, all of them. I get my kudos from all of the people. AG, I was doing all of them. You know what I'm saying? All of them was jacking me.
100%.
All of them. Tone Wild, all of them. You feel me? If it wasn't me, if it wasn't for if a nigga wasn't saying, you know, that nigga got moves, that nigga got fire beats. And then when I did Let's Talk Money, I'm on the radio, they're like, this nigga rap. And I'm doing shit that some of y'all niggas, a lot of y'all niggas wasn't even doing. Y'all was just hood famous rapping. I was rapping and it was on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was rapping, like, so you know what I mean? So then that's what making niggas respect my shit even more. I was rapping, dancing, beats, all that shit at once. So that's why it was easy for me. Like everybody was jacking me.
That's right.
But I appreciate everybody that was showing up. Like I said, you got people like J-Mac that was telling people, J-Mac high at the time. You got people like J-Mac telling niggas, yo, that nigga's fire. And then when he heard me rapping, then he heard the song on the radio, now it's like, I'm a little broke, but I'm doing shit y'all doing, but now I'm doing it every week. I was on the radio, I did it every week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. I had niggas like, you know, like I said, it was in any way. That's why everybody was jacking. Everybody, I appreciate it. Just telling everybody. Cole, Lil Dog, everybody. Shout out to the coach.
Why should people like you?
I think the real question should be like, why, if you love life, because I think that gotta happen first. You gotta love this shit first to wanna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Shit was fun to me. It kept me out of trouble for the most part. It kept me out of trouble. I probably, like, again, like, making all them life beats and shit like that, it wouldn't have shaped me to make certain records. I wouldn't have had Let's Talk Money. I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been able to make Let's Talk Money if I wasn't making a lot of those life beats that was practicing my sound and shit like that at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everything worked out. You know what I'm saying? By that point, like I remember to the point where, like, bro, I'm in Albany doing music, like, on some music shit, like, niggas, and one of the niggas, like, he knew who my pops was, but he wasn't fanned out of my pops, he was fanned out of me. He was like, yo, bro, I grew up watching your videos, bro. You Kid Liz, all of it. And then I took a picture of that nigga, posted a video of himself talking about highlighting highlighting SNS, no, not just the DJ, no, not just the DJ, the life free SNS, you know, bro. Like, shit like that, you know, shout outs. So if you do, why should you? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all of, you know what I mean? If you love this shit, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do this shit, this is why you should be more worried about. At that point, why shouldn't you make this? Why shouldn't you make the best out of this? Still coaching. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We got a lot of venues that we need legendary. We got a lot of reinforced a lot of people all over the world. Because I'm a part of this. I'm a big part of this. We influence a lot of people over the world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, we had law come down. Out of that 5,000 shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that that hit the world. You know what I mean? You talking about like, bro, we talking about Nicole had us traveling state to state. But while I'm 17, I'm in fucking Rockland. You know what I mean? Albany. I forgot what other state that was. Like, we was really going state to state, just seeing other people, and just keep us like celebs. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is crazy, bro. You can get money and this shit. So so if you are doing this, you know what I'm saying? You need to maximize your opportunities. You need to find yourself in this team. Be original. You can have influence, but be original. You know what I'm saying?
What was your first team or teams?
Well, my first team was my home team, which was backpack team. And yeah. Hey, I always say why, and then after that was Go Crazy Boys. Go Crazy. I was also like a father, kind of person, and two LK, two Rocco. I was one of the mains, and Brotherhood Breakfast Club.
What year did you know that your dance career was on the next level, and what year did you know that your producing was on the next level?
Well, I knew my producer was on the next level when at the, again, me being on the radio, it was my beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then people bought, like, Lite was a very popular artist at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that he's popular now, I'm saying at that time. For the culture that we was in, and coming up, he was one of the guys. So he even wanted me off me. So that was like dope. You know what I'm saying? Then like
Shouts for Lite.
Legend. 100% Bronx legend. Shouts to Lite. Guess what? Me and Lite were the only, when I done us some money, me and Lite was the only niggas. Me and Lite was like on the radio back to back to back to back to back to back. Like, you feel me? Like, I'll keep you ugly and rest of the money was on radio. Lite was on that radio. You know what I mean? I'm keep you ugly is a legendary record. But yeah, that's how I knew the producer level was everybody was starting to purchase beats. I was starting to money on beats. I was starting to, you know what I'm saying? I was starting to, yeah, like,
And what year was that?
producing on a high level was already probably up before that, because when we got with Cole, everybody started to see records. Even when Cole didn't even like certain records, I made him like records because they were so fire to the people. He had no choice but to jump on. Like AIM. Cole didn't like AIM when I first played the film. He didn't like AIM at all. I made him play that his next event. He watched some kids go fucking crazy. He like, alright, I'll be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So, I think if you said for dancing, I think, yeah, when I went out, the moment I became brotherhood, because he realized, like, Forefather, no, I was not. You know what I'm saying? But everybody realized that I was over here, like, I was a battle more on, like, the cypher. I like those. Whoa. It was killing me. It was going crazy. So, we going to LPAC. Crazy. What's up? Everybody's knowing what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I was kind of like popping very early. Oh, speaking of this song, we got to shout out some of the people that was outside before all that. That's what's crazy. Our own little duo. Most respected.
Shout out to Most Respected.
Most respected. Shouts to Red Carpet. Shouts to I feel like it's more. I feel like we see FFC around them time. Shouts to FFC.
Fact. Facts. FFC.
Yeah, they was outside at the time. We was going to Lauren. We was going to St. Lawrence Park. That's how I was bumping into a lot of the brothers. That's how I was. In the St. Lawrence Park, it was getting crazy. It's like a little dungeon type shit and shit like that. It's just going to shit. See, like, I mean, but yeah, that's how I was living my. I was there enough things. Like, when I'm going to different towns and cities and they know me, like, anything. When everybody knew me, I'm like, oh, word. Like, I go upstate to Rocco and I see it this way. They're like, that's right there. Yeah, it's up. You know what I'm saying?
SNS. The greatest producer to ever do it. What are some of your own personal favorite beats?
I can give you like 10. Good 10. No order. I just want to fly. Just the beat, I like how enough that we did with Cole. I just love that beat. Go crazy. Who else? Let me go. Let's go. I am the light. We could go. Then I'm going with Thank You from D Cole. That beat was fire. I'm going with Toe Queen. Tough. I'm going with Ooh Stupid. Notorious Bomb. I throw my money on the floor. I was like 12 kids and they was dominating shit when that song came out. I ain't gonna lie, Leaf was bugging on niggas. Leaf was loving that song. Leaf smoked niggas to that shit. Word. Who else? What's my last song? Oh, ride that way. Oh, shout out to the guys.
Ride that way to the boldest time.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, it's so much, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of records.
Nah, SNS.
Oh, Love Come Down.
Oh, for sure.
That reigns #1. I didn't. It's no order, but I don't know. It's just #1. I just wanna fly and I ain't like. Hey, it's heavy. heavy hitters. I ain't gonna lie. Those heavy hitters, gang. I ain't gonna lie, those heavy hitters. Those heavy hitters.
Yeah. SNS.
Yeah.
Those are all classics. Those are all songs that define the culture for sure.
Yeah.
And you as a not only an icon within producing, but you're an icon within the dancing as well.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I feel like, oh yeah, we gonna start calling a few shits with it. Like Swiss created the roller coaster. I don't know, I guess I just did it so much, killed it with different moves and shit like that. Started looking at it like it's my shit.
That's a fact.
I mean, but it's definitely created by Swiss. I guess I helped out. And then I made my shit called Clientele, which was literally, so I ain't gotta just keep revving up back and forth sometimes. But the first person who kind of did it, technically, we beat up, but he never did it like a lot. Like, he never made it like a WAP. That's just how it started off. You know what I'm saying? I made it like an actual WAP. I was something that crowd that we actually liked a lot. So the crowd started to do it and gave me that type of shit. Like, I felt good. He was a legend.
I was surprised.
He was for him to say, I like that WAP. Start doing WAP, like doing Clientele. Like, I thought that was dope. Because I actually got Swiss respect kind of quicker than I got before I got crowd respect. You know what I'm saying? But it was, I don't know, maybe it's like a little, when the crowd did fuck with me, it was like a little bucket list type of shit. I feel like, just for the sake of
Thanks, fine. What are some of your personal favorite battles?
This is tough. Somebody gotta do something. Gotta be said. I guess that'd be another question.
Like you versus.
Oh, me versus.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't really got like. I don't really got
It don't even gotta be on camera. Just like your favorite.
battles period. Okay. My battle with Swiss and Cherry because I get the battle Swiss early in the club. He could have ignored me. Could have not even jumped in that circle and got crazy when he had me. So, you know, I look at that like a shot, like out there alley to me. So, cause I did go off with Swiss at the time, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think did I clip Stacks, my boy? Then I got crazy. I think I did clip Stacks. Yeah, was that live? No,
Still.
Clip Stacks. I think that. Not shout to my boy, bro. Not to say it like that. But that was like a good one because that was like a shot to him type shit. Giving him that shit. Me and the TKO where I forgot bro name, but I don't feel like me versus me versus me versus Belly Browse, because that's my first like loss. That's actually my only loss. Well, no, because I lost to Sweats. But I only have too many losses. I think that's like only two. So I'm trying to figure out who I beat.
Who was the hardest dancer you ever had to battle? And what was the outcome?
I'm gonna say me and who was it? Because me and somebody. Oh, one of my other favorite battles before I answer that is Swiss, and Flop Boogie. Triple threat. Yeah, we battled. It was for the loser had to.
I was there.
Yeah, she was sick. Yeah, you wasn't sick, but you just copped the plea. Yeah,
No, I was actually sick.
You wasn't sick because you was mad red, but still, you copped the plea. You went to.
No, I was sick.
You ain't went down. You ain't went down that smoke and possibly eat that Angus burger because the Angus wrap or the Angus wrap. You had to eat the Angus snack wrap. Angus burger snack wrap. This just made me want McDonald's no more. It's the Angus burger and a snack wrap. You had to eat that shit with no beverage. And I want that shit. I ain't.
That's the one.
Yeah, I wasn't eating that, bro. I wasn't eating that shit. Guess what? Swiss lost. And Swiss lost. And guess who? Like, he didn't have to eat it because Teeth trifling ass came in right after the battle, and he offered to eat it. And Swiss let him eat it. Trifling. My other favorite battle was me and Zed. That was fire. Me and Mel and the Demon Center shaking. I ain't gonna say I cooked him, cause he was doing his thing. Like it was just to show him something. But Mel was going crazy because I respected Mel. So I was like, he could have did both if he was guided right. Like if he was guided with shaking right, he could have did both. He was a nigga that could have did both like that, like how that was. Like Mel Butter, shouts to Mel. Mel was dangerous.
Legend.
Yeah, shouts to Mel. But yeah, me and was that me and Tweak? Yeah, me and Tweak versus Young Nice and Lil Bill. That's Ty Tradings. I was on Young Nice's ass because Young Nice was like Lil B. Like literally, not like he stole my style, not like that. But he came in like me, like me. He was getting fly, he was shaking, but he did look up to me though. You feel me? So it's like he was like me. You know what I'm saying? So I was on him just to test him because he was popping. Nice was killing shit with it. Ty Trillion had his wave. Nice was killing shit for them niggas. He was killing shit. He was like Shakes before Shakes. He was like K Shakes before K Shakes came. K Shakes came and went crazy. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's another one that I looked at. Like I've seen a lot of me and him. Not saying he took any of my style, but it was just the swag and the way he moved and shit like that. I'm like, yeah. And he not short neither. But me and Tweak versus him, and Young Nice a little bit. And me and D-Style versus Tweak. And that's my favorite battles.
Legendary.
I said me and Relly Rails, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Relly Rails because that's my first loss. You know what I'm saying? So that's like one of my favorites. Just because Relly beat me, but he beat me because when I stunned that boy, there was a TKO. Cole said it's over, Swiss is over. He said, nah, fuck that. He jumped right back out. And that nigga started bone breaker going crazy. Boop, 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 boop. I ain't have nothing for that. Nah, I'm good. I ain't forfeit, but it's like shit. I knew I had nothing. And what do you do? The nigga started just breaking his bones. Like,
Facts.
what do you do with that? I don't know what to do with that, nigga. The fuck? I wasn't doing shoot tricks and none of that, nigga. That's not my style. You know what I mean? I'm a combo nigga. That nigga started bone breaking. I was good. Shout out to Relly Rails.
Facts.
That's the next kid love.
And I'm gonna give you a little backstory. Everyone knew, that's the face being or low. It was us two. We didn't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
And he battled SMBS, and I said, I'm gonna battle Relly Rails. And he killed me too. Relly y'all took me out, it was over.
I was done, man.
Cause I beat everyone in two lives. So I was like shaking was our thing. We wasn't really like being like that.
Yeah, at that time.
At that time,
At that time, we already had
but
stuff.
I feel like I was alright in the shoe tricks. Like I had something I beat.
Yeah, he doing shoe tricks and shit. I had one little shoe trick that wasn't even 10. I didn't even count as a shoe trick. Like he was like one of them lifey niggas. But I was killing through all that though. That's the funny shit. None of that shit was hitting me. None of that shit moved nobody. I was killing that nigga. Then he had a few moves though. He was going up. Like I ain't gonna say he wasn't like, but he was getting worked. I was wild on him because then I'm gonna put hell on him. Wild on him. I'm going crazy. I'm doing moves. So I did the signature, my signature 360. You know the threads and the 10. Oh nah, that's all. Yeah, I was wild on him. It's the bone. Once he hit that bone breaking his elbow, what do you do at that? Not for me.
Because back then people didn't. Like,
niggas wasn't doing that like that.
That was like the first time I ever seen something like that.
He wasn't the first, but
he
was early. Like the niggas
and
was
like
facts. And niggas was like, oh, I'm looking at that nigga, but I for me like he was FC, so I fake peaked already. Like I already knew. I was always tuned in to niggas, so I fake. Well, niggas, if it depends on who you were around, when I'm tuned in. So he was FC. I know that I was cool with at the time. So I peaked that he was the nigga that was doing that shit. So cold for me against the nigga. I said, yo, one of these rounds, I'm gonna see this shit. You feel me? I guess he tried to not do it for the whole battle. He realized that didn't go well. And then he pushed me out the way. He said, nah, he ain't crazy. Take shit.
SNS, the greatest producer of all time. You said something earlier about individuality.
Yeah.
Describe your producer style.
Harlem. Word. I get, yeah. That's that flavor that I can say Harlem, bro. Harlem. It's like, you know what I mean? It's about a lot of my beats, you can fuck around and rap to them. Like that's how a lot of rappers started to really want to be want my shits, cause you could do both. You could get crazy to the shit and rap to my shit. You could then make songs like that. Where people could, you know what I'm saying? That's my vibe. So it's like, you know.
Who was the first dancer to put you under the wing?
The first dancer to put me. I guess that would be you, right? Because I wasn't fucking with none of these niggas at first.
That's crazy. I never thought about it like that.
I guess it would be you, right? Yeah. Because other than that, I'm on my own. I'm doing my own thing. I brought everybody to me. I got popping like that. Like that. Like all these other places. I'm in the hood. Only time I get like to parties, and if I'm not like, I ain't going to every party. I'm going to a lot of parties, but you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
I'm in the hood, so you get me out of there, bringing me to this place.
Facts, we did everything.
Yeah, I'm like, alright. So, you know what I'm saying? So I guess, I guess it would be you.
I want to shout to S, man. My son S just like, S always had it, like he said. And I knew S had something special. And it wasn't like he said in Harlem, it wasn't that.
Yeah, cause you know when you met me, like I ain't really make that many beats. I only had a few.
Facts.
It wasn't like I was popping on beats. I was still dancing. So I started dancing. Everybody just knew me as us. Dancing stuff. Now, producer as well. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like had more elemental shit going. That kind of sped up when I started on the radio. Now I looked at it as rap. Now I'm on the radio a few times while I'm going through all this what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? So it's I think at that point in time I'm still making the beats, and then after a while I just stopped dancing completely. And I was making beats, and then another dancer comes out, and she comes out from under the umbrella. His name is Kid the Wiz, and Kid the Wiz was he had to FL Studio shit because I think Young Heights told him about it or whatever. He was like, Heights creation at first, and then but he wanted to put my songs. I'm the one that's like selling. I'm the first nigga that made niggas do mixtapes. Like Todd, all the producers, they was doing mixtapes because of me. Nobody was doing mixtapes. I did mixtapes. I'm the creator of that. I coined that.
Like S is the first, like S is really the curator of production for like culture.
The reason why, like, if any producer does the beats like 4 bars one way and then switch it to another. I did that. I got that from Browse. Browse was doing 2 bars, and I was doing 4 bars, and everybody started doing that, like my 4 bars. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like.
That's inspired everyone to make beats, even KOS, the man himself.
I told certain niggas, like my son, shout out to my son, shout out to my bro, so Kid the Wiz, the way he see me make money selling mixtapes, he went in, I would make him sell, I would have not make him, I have him like on this money, like yeah, I have him sell my mixtapes too. I say, yo, you go to the events early, whatever you sell about before I get there, you can have. And Kid the Wiz be done before I get there. Like, alright, then little nigga, go ahead, get your money here. I still sell my shit. I'm there now. Still selling my shit. Feel me? Making bread. So that Kid the Wiz love that. Kid the Wiz fell in love with that. He like, I want this for myself. Teach me the way. I told him I make beats, we collab together. We make love come down.
Legendary. So currently, today is 2022.
Yes.
And for you to been the curator, the man who really like set the tone, you taught the culture how to not only the sound of what it's supposed to sound like, but the energy of what it's supposed to sound like, whether it was for music videos or for battles or just beats to make you feel good. You was the first person to make categories for beats. You made Bad One records, you made Toe Hop records, you made Harlem Shake records. Like
I created the resampling of the Life Feed classics. Like I created when I with the 09s, it started with the 09s. I started doing the Cheeky Little 09 and the fucking 09, Jump On at 09. You know what I'm saying? I did all of those. Like so Kid the Wiz, I think he did 2010, 2011, 2012. One of these. So you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's that niggas flipped those. Yeah, we did beats for all of them shit. We did beats for shit. We did beats for Bad One. I did beats for even for the shoe tricks, but it's like it wasn't that many. Everyone was shooting this, they were shooting for all like a certain shoot trick records. They did it to everything. And then you just have dope ass life records. You know.
This is literally the forefather of Lite Feet production.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like people are listening to Lite Feet records all over the world, but this is the man who made it possible for people even when I know what Lite Feet music is, the sound. I want to know, like, you know, you shared a lot of things as far as just like the history.
Yeah.
Like, piggyback on just all the things that you said and all of that, like, when you just review the icon of SNS, your legacy, all the things that you really was able to provide, not only on the dance floor, but on just the culture as a whole. You as an entity, like, how does it feel?
Well,
it feels dope, even more dope because the culture's still alive. You feel me? The culture's still going without me having to be. I think that's the best part about it. The fact that I can sit back and see people do things. You know what I'm saying? See, like, if I feel like, I feel like, well, no, it depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the dope part about it because, like, you know, it's a gift that keeps on giving. And now, like, from when I was coming up, it wasn't that many producers versus now it's like 15, 20 of them niggas. And that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing for. You do it to have other people have production. You do it to see CT producers and Florida producers all doing like videos. Using the haze, multiple haze and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit I was doing.
SNS, the man himself. I know for a fact that people always hit you up and say, SNS, when are you going to make a new beat? Everyone's bugging you, including myself, the man himself, KOS. What is the future looking like for SNS and the culture? Do you have any plans?
I actually do, but see, I know my position. Like this like I'm facilitating behind the scenes, man. I got a few things coming. It's gonna be major too. Don't you worry. It's gonna be for the culture to push the kids. Great doing this and stay out of trouble. Let me possibly make a good amount of money off this. You know what I'm saying? Because I've made a good amount of money off this. You know what I'm saying? I remember waking up. I remember being asleep, cold, bringing you to come get me, go kit me, take us to the jewelry store, get watches, put money in our pockets. Me being able to make money off of every Dark Wars event and facilitate. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do a lot with this shit if you do it right, man. So, you know, like for me, I think niggas is gonna see it. Niggas is gonna see. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna announce it's almost made, so I'm gonna announce it very, very, very soon. And just know it's gonna be very major, and it'll go to, and you'll see. And I guess we can revisit this later when we got a little miniature interview about that when I drop it.
Nice.
We also I'm sure everybody that right. But after that, what else we got coming for 2022? Oh, I told BSN will collab.
Ooh! Exclusive.
Yeah, I told BSN that. So me and BSN do some shit. I fuck around. I guess you stay tuned for that. And that's really that. Other than that, man, for me, for the production side, I'm good, man. I gave everybody Kid the Wiz, bro. I feel like Kid the Wiz is opening up the doors for the new other guys. You know what I'm saying? BSN is not doing his thing for a bunch of other people. So it's like that's the type of shit I like to see, man. I like for mine. I put out so much when I did it. Like that thing classic. Some shits, nigga. Now certain B-sides can be like, damn. Now I make a nigga listen to this like it came out last week. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good thing about me. And then certain things. Now certain records still go viral. Love Come Down was not popping like that when we was in this. When Life was like, you know what I'm saying? At that time when I dropped it was not popping. You know what I'm saying? But then years later, it becomes one of the biggest life records there. So, you know, I like that. We cherish that. By the time it got popping, by the time it became legendary, real legendary, I wasn't even making like a few beats no more. You know what I'm saying? But that's the consistency I had. So I got enough records for niggas to just go back
SNS, aka S97, aka Body Bag S, aka Mr. Love Come Down, aka Top Flight in the Flesh.
Yes.
SNS. One thing I want to say is, because you know this platform is about, you never feel like you got your flowers. This is it. This is the truth. And the truth is, SNS, you are the greatest producer to ever do this shit. I've seen you make beats with my own two eyes that shifted the culture and changed the world.
Hold on, real quick too. Sidebar. Just because my man Space is having me giving me the full title of producer, don't think that I wasn't one of the niggas before. I'm one of the goats.
One of the goats on the dance floor, and I mentioned that earlier before, for sure.
You feel me? Like I was one of them too. Now I just want them to.
You don't want that to go over their head.
On both ends of the spectrum, but yes, yeah, man, but again, yeah, like the beats, I appreciate being the GOAT. I appreciate having that title, man. Shit, shout out to Kid the Wiz for taking it to the next level. Shout out to BSN for killing right now. Shout out to the rest of the life producers that's doing their thing. I heard about a lot of y'all. I've heard a lot of different producers. That's the thing. Shout out to all people. I'm proud. People like my guy Tech. Living proud. RP Tech.
Facts, RP Tech Tracks, legend.
Shout out to Zatra. Shout out to Rod Dollars. Shout out to I was in my class.
Spades.
Shout out to Spades. Shout out to niggas that was coming after us like T Smooth,
Larry Love.
Top Flight, the actual producer. I told him he didn't even know that I had to take Top Flight. Oh, I think he did say that. I think he did. He might have told me that, yeah. I think he told me. But yeah, what else, man? Shouts to all of that. Shouts to the Brady. Shouts to the life and culture for help just me, my life. My life, and I love it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not dancing no more, so for that, I've been stopped dancing. I stopped dancing damn near 10 years ago. In 2020, 2022, hell yeah, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely stopped. I might have stopped dancing 12 years. So, but, you know, I really stopped dancing when I graduated. But like, after that, I'm giving these 30 seconds, baby. So like Bree was like out there and it was 30 seconds every round. Giving niggas 30 seconds of pain. That's the difference. That's why I'm demon, because you getting clipped in 30 seconds. That's all I need. You getting clipped. Imagine you just getting clipped in 30 seconds. Your shoulders is moving, everything. You getting smoked, you getting moves, all at 30 seconds. You getting done dirty. That's the thing I'm saying. 30 seconds. You know what I mean? And I'm teasing you for the first 5, 10. So I'm really clipping you in 20. You know what I mean? Sometimes I give you a grace and give you 45. It's never a minute. I'm never dancing for a minute. That ass. Like, never dancing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, shit like that. I put out a lot of beats off on something. Shouts to life. Shouts to the culture. Shouts to my favorite dancers. Shouts to Teeth. Shouts to
Shouts to Vinny. Shouts to Cheddar Ball. Shouts to Charlie Rock. Shouts to African. Shouts to Yanni Gusto. Shouts to Mr. YouTube. Shouts to Spaceman. Shouts to Robbie. Shouts to Hype Girl. Shouts to Restack. Shouts to my other guy Flex Law. Shouts to D Sparks. Shouts to D Cole. Shouts. Yeah, I'll be here all day. Shouts to Robbie.
SNS, man, the legend himself.
Shouts to the fact that I'm still one of them niggas outside, man. Music still bumping, still life is even better now, man. Making a good money off the music. You know, shit is doing well. That did Wildin' Out, Breakfast Club, all good, all that good shit, nigga. Still on the radio. I was on the radio at 17, nigga. Still on the radio, nigga. Haven't missed a year.